Hey everybody, this is T.O. from Art Geek Teaching. Today we're going to look at a blank screen. No, what we're going to do is make a mess. So I've got my plastic out here. I've got a National Geographic here, and we're going to make some background papers with National Geographic and some Citra Solv. You've probably seen this before. This is kind of a cool technique. It's been around for a long, long time. I just transferred that Citra Solv into this little bottle, just a little bottle I kept, so I can sprinkle it out. And basically what we're going to do is take off the front pages and the ads. All the ads, we're just going to get rid of that because it's not the same kind of paper. And so it is not going to work quite as well for you. Looks like. I think you need, and I'm not sure, I'm not a paper expert by any means, but I think the clay-based paper is part of what makes this work, and then the quality that National Geographic prints. Some other magazines might work for this, but I just know that National Geographic works really, really well. If you're going to use the National Geographic, pre-1970s, it won't work quite as well as this, and I don't know, I know there was a change to soy-based inks sometime in there, and that might be part of the deal, but this one is, I think it's a 2012, but anyway, super simple. All we're going to do is sprinkle a little bit of Citra Solv in all of this. Now remember, Citra Solv is a solvent, and so if you get it in areas that, and it's a pretty strong solvent, if you get it in areas that you don't want it, for example, styrofoam, it will probably eat the styrofoam. So all I'm going to do really is just go through here, sprinkle some on here, and this actually goes fairly quickly. Probably could give it a little more room. Oh, we've seen that right before. Cool. Basically, I'm just going to sprinkle this up. Citra Solv now is kind of expensive. It didn't used to be, but I think now it's I want to say one of those little bottles is like 15, 16 bucks. On these guys, just peel that off. We're going to put it in an area where there's a whole bunch of text or type, like maybe here. All right. I don't know if I'm going to do this whole thing. You end up getting a lot of pages fairly quickly from this, and you got to have dry space for it. In other words, space for it to lay them out to dry. So I may call it good right here. Here, let's go back and move this back to this page that was mostly text. Now the other thing is, if you wanted to use a brush on this, you certainly could. No big deal. You can spread it around with your fingers. I don't usually use gloves on this. A lot of people do though. But this is a fairly strong smell. It is citrus-based, but it is still a fairly strong smell. So that's all I'm going to do with these. I'm just going to set them aside. It's about, I'm at this school studio, and I think it's probably about 70 degrees in here, and so these are going to go fairly quickly. I'll just set them aside for about 15 minutes, and then we're going to come back. I'm not going to squish these down or anything. I'm just going to close it. One more page here. Then we'll come back in about 15 minutes and check on it. Okay, that's it for now. Okay, what I thought we'd do is just go through some of the papers that were made from the Citra Solv. Again, this is the Citra Solv. My first attempt wasn't great, so I bought some new. I thought maybe because that was 10 years old or something, it didn't work, but the new stuff worked just about exactly the same. I think the challenge was it's too cold. It's like -17 outside, And so my studio, I don't have it heated back here, it's probably 40 degrees. So anyway, just going to go through some of these papers. You know, some of them worked better than others. Some of them are actually quite nice. Some of them didn't work at all. But I do have some that are certainly going to be usable for some collage. And I'm actually going to show you another step that we can do, that we can use maybe for some of those that didn't come out quite as nicely as we wanted. They didn't have anything cool on them. We can try and take some of those. That's kind of cool. We can try and take some of those and you know, still try to make something out of them that we can use as collage paper. So anyway, that's just a few of the ones that we made the other day. There's some of them that work really nicely, and again, some of them that don't work at all. So I'm just going to show you a couple more of these, and then we'll move on to what we can do of the ones that we just don't like at all. So yeah, there you have it. There's a nice one. This is kind of cool. So I mean, there's several that will make some nice papers. So yeah, I'm going to put these aside. These are kind of some of them that I thought worked pretty well, or at least decent by themselves. And this is a whole pile, a whole stack that didn't work as well. And so I'm just going to pull these aside. And this one, I'm going to use a couple different things here. Actually, pull that aside. This is a baby wipe that's been dried out. So what I'm going to do, put a stencil over this thing. I'm going to get a little brush. I'm going to get a little bowl and a little brush. I'm just going to pour a little bit of Citra Solv in there. May have to put some more in. You can see it didn't take very much. And all I'm going to do is just put some Citra Solv on here from the very top. All right, all over the page. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab this and just wipe these off. We'll see. See what happens here. All right, so there we go. That's usable. This piece up here, I don't know about this down here, but that's usable. We'll set him aside. There's another one that didn't work. Let's grab a different stencil. The stencils are caught with one another. All right, same thing. Just hold them down. I didn't pour enough Citra Solv in there. See what happens here. Uh-oh, that wasn't good. You kind of got to hold it down. That's all right. Still worked kind of ish. As you can see, I'm not really too picky about this. It's just an experiment. Like everything, just kind of play, see what we can come up with. All right. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. That'll work for something. Set him aside. I'm just going to put all these aside. Here's a guy. How about this? If I can find it. I have a bigger circle one somewhere. I don't know. Here, how about this one? It's not the one I was looking for, but maybe this will work. Was there even anything there? I guess there was text there. Just gonna get the text off. Just made a mess down in this corner. Alright, so maybe that stencil is not the best one to try. Not really thinking that one worked too well. What's on the other side? Nope. Alright. Ooh, I like the golds on here. Let's see if we can make something out of this. How about... here's another circle one. And if you would use less Citra Solv on these, the way that I'm painting on here, it's on here pretty heavy. You know, this might work better too. But again, that's some of the things we'll learn as we're experimenting with this. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's all right. I would use that. That's kind of cool, especially at the bottom here. I like that. Can you see it? All right, set him aside. Let's just try one or two more, and you know, then you get the idea. I'm just gonna have a session here, play with some of these papers that quote unquote did not work out, and we'll see what we can build out of them. Bad. Maybe let's add something to that. How about this dude? Let's see if I can do it with just the rag, baby wipe rather. Oh yeah. Maybe that's a better way. We'll try that on the next one. See if we can just put some Citra Solv on the baby wipe instead of putting it on there. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, maybe. Let's see, what do we got? I like these golds, and down in here I like the way that those shine. We'll try something here. So instead of putting it on the brush, we'll try to pick it up from there. This is a wonky one. Oh yeah, that works actually I think better. Just using the baby wipe with it on it. And the question comes up, especially my students sometimes, why? Why would you do this? And it's a fair question. You don't really need a reason why. I mean, play is good enough for me. Oh yeah. I like it. Sweet. I do like that. Play is good enough reason for me. I mean, you can learn something, right? And there's always, I'll try to find a place to put this. There's always the off chance that we will find something serendipitous, something cool that we'll be able to use. And I think these actually are definitely usable for find a blue one, for collage pages or whatever. Definitely. I mean, these are certainly usable. It's just a different way. This, I think, would be an amazing warm-up This would be a great thing to do as a warm-up. There is no pressure whatsoever. You're not expecting any specific results. Yeah, this would be a great warm-up. Get you in your right brain. Do whatever, 10 minutes of this before you start painting. This would be good. I wonder if we can kind of get an ombre effect where we take just a little bit off of here and let the rest of it go. Oh yeah, sure. All right, so this will be the last one. You get the idea. It's an experiment. It works-ish. And I do think, for me anyway, it works a little bit better if I put the Citra Solv on the baby wipe rather than using the brush. And, added benefit, it will use less Citra Solv. And so, now you could go all out. I mean, if you wanted these pristine, you could just tape them down, right? And then they're not going to move. That doesn't matter to me. I am not that picky on this stuff. They're going to be cut up anyway, somehow collaged. What I will do, though, I've learned from experience on this, that I really will go ahead and use them. Oh yeah, that works just fine. I will use these after I scan them. So I can scan them and use them as digital backgrounds. So anyway, that's it. Thank you for joining me. Have a great night.